Yo, what up, chads? Here to talk about all the gaming news, and I gotta be honest, it do be giving me the big sad, okay? I guess it's inevitable, like, what's happening in the world. It's like, my goodness, God. Of course, the situation is delicate, but I'm here to talk about all the gaming news, so I don't necessarily want to talk about it. Let's just get right into it. If you're new, I cover all the gaming news, so if a chat like you is into that, then subscribe. And first things first, this is quite a sight to see. I never thought, like, Xbox will come out and be like, hey, Sony ponies, we stand together. And I better not see anyone in my comments saying, hey, PS5 is better or Xbox better. We already know which console is better, like, let's be real. I'm trying to lighten up the mood. Both consoles are gonna be good, but the fact that they are actually saying that, hey, they're gonna be using their platform to amplify the voices, I mean, that is pretty good. This does not mean that they're gonna be delaying the reveal, but they say that, hey, they're gonna be using their platform to amplify the voices. That's a pretty good thing. Smash like if you agree, dislike if you disagree. Like, I just want to know where you guys are at though. But the fact that, like, they're joining PlayStation, that is pretty good. I think that we need both consoles, but behind the scenes they're definitely strategizing. These are chess moves, right? Like, they're definitely strategizing. Yeah, man, like, I'm not gonna be the first one to put a price on the Xbox or PS5. But hey, memes aside, I think that both of them coming together, that's pretty good. And this does not mean that Xbox is gonna be delaying the reveal, because Jeff Grubb did say that, leaks did say that Xbox reveal, a new reveal, gameplay reveal, hopefully not 30 FPS, hopefully it's gonna be 120 FPS. And quickly, I gotta clarify, when I say 30 FPS, I mean PS5 and Xbox both, okay? I definitely don't want you guys to fight, but if the situation lasts for a long time, then I think they're gonna be delaying it. And speaking of, this is where I guess sus, okay? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will be as well, and that's really a bad news, okay? Because LGX Awesome Kid at me in the situation, he says that, well, I knew it, PS5 isn't coming out this year in 2020 because of all of this stuff that's happening right now. And he at me in Carson's tweet, and Carson says that holiday 2020 was actually removed from the PlayStation website, and I've seen it with my own eyes. It clearly said holiday 2020, so that's what caused a lot of suspicion in the community, because not only that the PS5 reveal is kind of delayed, but now, like, they removed it. And I genuinely don't think they're gonna be delaying the PS5, although anything is possible. But the fact that they removed that from their listing, from their website, that tells me they're at least thinking about it, and that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, that's where a lot of people got sus, because you gotta understand, Sony was going all out on the PS5 reveal event with TV advertising, and we got video footage, right? And I'm just gonna play it in the background because Jay was like, hey man, I was late but told y'all PlayStation running these on ESPN, and you can see this is a real footage, right? Like, the fact that they were like, hey, join us on June 4th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the future of gaming, this and that. Wow, 1 hour of gameplay. Needless to say, a lot of people were very happy by the fact that 1 hour, bro, 1 hour of gameplay at next-gen games. A lot of people were like, okay, this is it. We finally escaped the Roni situation, but now it's just like,
that thing fucking sucks. I fucking hate that thing. Oh!
I totally understand, but the fact that that got delayed and now they removed the holiday 2020, that's what caused a lot of suspicion in the community. But this also started surfacing. I'm not sure where it's coming from. I actually know where it's coming from, but I can't say certain words on YouTube, especially that website name on YouTube, right? Smash the like button for YouTube. It seems that the new date chosen by the company to officially present the console and its first games is Friday, June the 12th, 2020. And even some newspapers are receiving new updated information on the new presentation date. And he says that he obtained this information through a source in close contact with the Sony PlayStation marketing department. Yeah, right, okay. Here's the thing, okay, let's say hypothetically, let's call this a BS rumor. Let's say this is not legit. I definitely don't think Sony is gonna be delaying this event for a long time. I can definitely see them push it till July max, but realistically speaking, I think it's only gonna be delayed for a week or 2 weeks. I think they're not really gonna go that far unless this situation lasts for a long time. Definitely drink a lot of water, eat a lot of vitamin C tablets. I'm not sure how they're gonna help you, but don't drink G Fuel. That's kind of like my point, okay? And the reason I really say that it's not gonna be delayed for a long time is because of Cyberpunk. They chose to also like delay their gameplay, and I think that they were meant to show us gameplay on June 11th, but they say that we decided to move Night City Wire to June 25th, so they're delaying it almost by 2 weeks. I totally understand why they're doing this. It's not gonna be a crazy long time, so I suspect PS5 is gonna do the same thing. If they do it for a long time, that's when I'm gonna call Dr. Enib. But let's be real, he's everywhere, right? My man Dr. Enib dropping that respect. Modern Warfare Season 4 was delayed, and this is where I think I'm gonna offend a lot of people, or maybe I'm not gonna offend a lot of people. I shouldn't be sounding dramatic, but hear me out, right? Call of Duty they are delaying Season 4 for Modern Warfare and Mobile Season 7 for Call of Duty Mobile. I totally understand. I totally understand what they're doing, but this is coming from GG Reloaded, and I made sure to smash the like button. He says, lol, yeah, right, did the riots delay the previous 2 seasons as well? And HollowPoint says 100% behind this, and thank you guys. I understand where my man HollowPoint is coming from, and I got nothing but love for everybody out there, right, even for HollowPoint. But this gentleman right here, Jeff, says that, wow, you realize this has nothing to do with the real world. If anything, it would help people stay home and not act stupid. And I understand where Jeff is coming from, and I tend to agree with Jeff a lot more. Now, hear me out, right? For PS5 reveal, I understand why they're delaying it, and I agree with the delay, even though I didn't want it to be delayed. Let's be real, we can all use a distraction and escapism. Like, video games are meant to escape, but I guess in this situation particularly, this is big, guys. Like, this is definitely next level. I don't think a lot of you guys understand the situation well. Even I don't understand the situation. Like, I'm not gonna claim to understand everything. Like, I'm just a dumb YouTuber, right? Let's be real, that's who I am. I talk about video games. But PS5 reveal getting delayed, I totally understand, and I'm behind that, because if they come out and they reveal it, and this is one of the arguments that I have seen around on the internet. This is not my argument, I'm just stealing it. I'm just sharing the sentiment, and I agree with the sentiment, because if they come out and they reveal the PS5, a lot of people will be talking about PS5, and the hashtags will absolutely take over the situation. You understand what I mean, right? But Season 4 for Modern Warfare, like, that's not even gonna do anything. Like, it's a recycled season to begin with. Like, let's be real, that's what it is. And you gotta understand, I love Modern Warfare, but I don't necessarily play it that much. I'll put it that way. But Season 4, it's recycled to begin with, and if they drop it, like, it's not gonna take away from anything, right? And I agree with the sentiment, but of course some of you will disagree, and that is completely fine. If you agree with HollowPoint, put a 1 in the comments. If you agree with Jeff, put a 2 in the comments. I definitely don't want you guys to be typing paragraphs. I don't want you guys to be burning calories, right? Like, I'm gonna make it easy as possible. Of course, Westy says this is a right move. Thank you for doing this. I love Westy. I love everybody. I understand where they're coming from. I'm totally behind all of that too. But what this gentleman or lady is saying, I don't want to assume genders in 2020. He or she says that, how is that a right move? How pushing a game update helps with, can't say certain words on YouTube. That's just YouTube for you guys. I agree, and I see where everybody's coming from. The situation is really delicate, right? And to me, at least, both of these points are valid. I don't think anybody's wrong in this situation, at least in this post. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna talk about anything other than that. And let's be real, Call of Duty did nothing when Hong Kong protests were happening, right? But speaking of Call of Duty 2020, we got a lot of sad news, guys. And Victor came out and he started talking about Call of Duty 2020 just like out of nowhere. The man dropped some deuces on Twitter, and thanks to Google Translation, and this is coming from Victor, by the way, he leaked Modern Warfare stuff. He was one of the main guy along with Okami and the gaming revolution to leak stuff for Modern Warfare. And he also did say that we're gonna have Warzone, we're gonna have Battle Royale. In fact, he was the first guy to say that this picture right here was taken from Modern Warfare Battle Royale, and we know that because IW devs did confirm that when Warzone was officially released. Okay, I'm not making that up. I'm not sure for how long you guys have been in the loops. If you have just subscribed, maybe you haven't heard this, but if you haven't subbed for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. But he put this out and he says that this account will not tell me about the new work of Call of Duty in the future. As a Chinese, I was a little disappointed to see the content of the Call of Duty 2020 campaign. The multiplayer is played the same as Modern Warfare. Of course, that's the broken translation and that's how it is. But that got a lot of people suspect. A lot of people catch that big sad, and I don't blame anybody, but I gotta say, guys, let's chill, okay? Let's chill for a second. And the fact that he said, as a Chinese, I was a little bit disappointed, that's what made me and a lot of people, okay, myself included, a lot of us thought that maybe there is something bad about China thrown in the campaign. But he did clarify, I'm not sure where that tweet is right now, but he did clarify in his post that there is nothing to do with China, at least in the campaign. That's like the vibe I got from Victor. So him saying that as a Chinese was a little bit disappointed. I don't know, guys. And the multiplayer is played the same as Modern Warfare, so that's where I get sus, because Dane was like, hey, what do you mean played the same like Modern Warfare? Skill-based matchmaking, campaign, big maps, leveling system, slow and tactical gameplay? Then of course he's not angry or anything like that. I'm just trying to add a little bit of sauce, okay? I love my man Dane. I know you will be watching this video. I love ya, man. He says that then if that's the case, I'll find it hard to play that again for another year. He just simply says Modern Warfare 2.0, and that crushed even 402 Thunder's hope. He said, that's it, I'm reinstalling Fortnite Call of Duties, dude. So I don't know, a lot of people got sus, and people are just like going at each other right now, and I'm not sure. And this guy Kevin was like, hey, what about zombies? How is that coming along? Also, will there be doors? Is it on Modern Warfare engine? Please answer. And he says their own engine, not Infinity Ward's. Now this is suspect, okay, because a lot of us thought that it's gonna be running the Modern Warfare engine, and I really think it's gonna use the Modern Warfare engine, but Treyarch is gonna modify it to be their own engine. And let's be real, it's not Infinity Ward's engine, it's not Treyarch's engine, it's Call of Duty's, it's Activision's engine. Like, they're gonna be modifying each other's engine. But I don't know, I'm kind of concerned, I'm kind of excited, I'm kind of nervous, if that makes sense. And this guy says this, and we got a lot of Chinese out here, and I better see some ni haos in my comments below. I better see you guys be nice to other people, okay? And this guy says, hey teacher, how is the quality of the new work? Is it the same as or better than 16, or is it a return to the Black Ops cartoon style? Now I'm not sure what exactly he means, but the only thing that I get out of this one is that, hey, is it gonna go back to the cartoon Black Ops style graphics, like Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3? Black Ops 3 wasn't really cartoon, at least for zombies, and Victor says nothing changed, so I'm not sure. Nothing changed, like, hey, it's gonna be like Modern Warfare, or it's gonna be like Black Ops 4. I'm not sure. He says nothing changed. So seriously, I'm like sitting back and I do not know what's going on. Like, I don't know. I wish I was one of those guys to leave Earth. Like, let's be real. Let me know your take in the comments below. If you're new, I will definitely keep all of you guys on the loop, so definitely like and subscribe. Check out any of the video on the screen. It will give you a kick of dopamine, and I will see you right there.